Alright, so yesterday, June 14, 2018, I and my hubby, we went out and we went to Frankie's Fun Park, and right after we were done there, it was really hot and there was nobody in the parking lot. So we came out, we sat in the car, and as we were ready to drive out, my hubby was feeling really hot, and he usually wears an undergarment and a t-shirt on the top of it. Even in hot summer, I've always seen him wear both the clothes, it's like double layers. So barely I've seen him actually wear only one, but yes, occasionally he does that when it's really hot. So for whatever reason, he was feeling way too hot, and maybe the car got really hot because it was the sun was right there. It was parked for an hour or 2 hours. So he thought to take off his undergarment, and he parked in a spot where there was literally nobody around. And anyways, the whole parking lot was empty. I mean, empty in the sense no human being was there. And it was a weekday, and the location of this park is in like a remote area. So anyways, he removed his undergarment and he put on his t-shirt back, and after that we went to Lowe's, and from there we were heading back home, and on the highway we saw a truck pass by. It was like a car or SUV or some kind of SUV or truck, whatever, but that on the right. So I was driving on the right side, the car was to my left, and the right side mirror that was closer to me, that particular mirror had a white scarf kind of thing hanging. It was kind of tied and it was flying because we all were driving. So it was weird. At first I thought, why would someone put scarf? And I did say scarf, and my hubby pointed out it's not a scarf, like it's an undergarment. And that's when I noticed, oh, it's a man's white undergarment. So this is what they do. Like when they want to synchronize something, they will immediately do street theater, gang stalking thing, and they will synchronize whatever we do in our private life with the street theater. So they want to show dictation, humiliation, interrogation kind of thing, and you're gonna speak out what happened, and this is how they are synchronizing. And maybe in a sense they are kind of telling you not to do it in the public, but I mean, I've seen so many times we just pass by, and even the white, the blacks, and all kind of people, sometimes they just walk or run around with their t-shirts off. And at least my hubby didn't do that. And I'm like, what are these people doing? That wasn't enough. Yesterday night, this is what they have done with me since 2015 in my home, with the weird insect activities, which I believe is a part of a witchcraft that they have done. So every time I used to put on, like, say 3/4 capris, or some dress that is up to knee length, or some just some pajamas that are up to knee length, or a little bit below the knee length, or sleeveless, or whatever, they always used to put insects right at the door, or main door, or by the garage, like when it's like, don't head out or don't open the door. It's so like they dictate you, even in the form of insects. And I've been noticing extreme weird insect activities in the form of synchronization and dictation. So anyways, yesterday night, or when my hubby was about to go to the bathroom, he noticed this big cockroach, and never, or for most part since 2015, every day I used to encounter like 3 to 4 insects in my house, but only around me. Even like if there were families around me, these insects would actually be only around me wherever I would go, in my path or by my bedside or right above my sink or right when I'm about to get into shower or toilet or any room that I used to pick in this 4,000 square feet house. It's a big house. It's just bizarre. Even in the walkways, driveways, anywhere where I would go, like these insects would be crawling towards me or be just there in my path, right in the middle of the door or middle of the pathway. So it was very bizarre that this cockroach, it's a big cockroach that was being synchronized with my hubby removing his shirt, undergarment. And I've had pest control come out, and I've been paying $89 to these future services, and still they are not able to get rid of it. And I never had this kind of insect activities ever since we came to this house, or we took this house in 2011. All these weird insect activities started right when my severe targeting started. That was in 2015. So it was clear that it is a witchcraft, a black magic that is being used, and most likely it was used by my ex in 2001 in India when I got bizarre chickenpox in my college, in first year of my college. That was yet again a bizarre event. So this is the cockroach.